Alright. Give it just a moment for YouTube to catch up, but, hey everyone, this is Chaotic Teal, and welcome back to more Zelda 2. Last time... oh, we did some stuff. I think we can stab up now, that's fun. We got through the 3rd and 4th palaces, and I think we went and actually placed the crystals in 1 and 2? Get into a fight so I can check. Yep, I've only got 2 crystals left. Also, the fact that it shows how many crystals you have is one of my favorite things. Just the fact that you can easily see how far into the main quest you are. That's really nice. I appreciate it. This time I've gotta, like, remember what we do next. My comprehension of this game and progression therein dwindles rapidly the further into the game we get. Right, we have boots now. We do not have cats, however. But using the boots, we can walk on water. Because, like, they're Jesus boots or something, I don't know. Oh, there's a dungeon here. There's something else that we can get using these boots. Well, that's a 1-up. I don't want to get the 1-ups yet. I'm not actually sure we can get into any fights while we're on the water. This path might just be way less specific than I thought it was. Cave down there. Have we been in that cave? I don't know. Okay. I'm just gonna meander around a little bit. That's 500. Nice. Fortunately, we don't need to be too concerned about levels at this point. Why is this here? I guess maybe so we can... because you can get to this area without the boots. Maybe it's so we can see that there is a palace over there in the middle of nowhere. I guess we just totally chomp those enemies if we're on the water. That's kind of funny. Okay, so have we been in this cave? Cave has a Tektite in it. That isn't conclusive evidence one way or another, but it is something. I don't know, I just feel like I should get my meandering out of the way before... and that's another 500. Which is sadly likely going to go to waste. Because I find it very unlikely. Oh, the reason that I didn't pick up that extra life there, by the way, is that those are one-time use per save file. If we pick that up, we can never pick it up again. So... if I go... there are a couple of those that I'm aware of. That actually wasn't one of them. Also, the boots are super arbitrary about where you can and can't walk. But anyway. Yeah, extra lives. When we pick them up in one file, we cannot pick them up again. No matter how many, you know, game overs we get for then. Barry? Barry, thank you. There we go. Oh, that's not good. So anyway, I don't want to get the extra lives yet. If we wear the boots, we can just walk across this water here. But we've already taken out that palace, so it really doesn't matter. The part that I'm not sure of, I'm like 89% sure that there is a heart container on the water somewhere. I don't have any idea where it is exactly. My heart tells me that there is something of the sort. But again, no idea where. I might Google it, but for now we're just gonna go into this dungeon. No friends for us in this statue. That's unfortunate. You know, because the way you find friends is to stab a suit of armor until something comes out. I guess that's how you get rid of enemies, at least. Oh, there's a bubble here. Hello. Thank you for your service. Interesting. Okay. So I'm fairly certain that's too high for us to jump, so we actually have to use fairy here. Use fairy, try to avoid the bubbles. Then we have to go back to get the key. Which is kind of neat. We definitely haven't seen anything like that before. The one unfortunate thing about aerial momentum in this game is that... oh boy. Okay. Phew. Cool. I'll take it. We really take these out in 2 hits now? Well, not if we're bad, I guess. Alright, those. I forgot those existed. They're not vulnerable for long. They give 200 experience? Good grief. Wait. Okay. It's kind of funny to me that those things only give you 3 experience. Okay. Nothing here. I'm fairly certain that it's only... I guess these respawn with the screen transitions, so... makes sense that they wouldn't give too much. They're also hilariously easy to take out. So anyway, I know that there are hidden passages in some dungeons in this game. Like fake walls and the like. I don't think... I don't think this is good. to feel Tetris attacked. Okay. Anyway, I don't think there are those fake walls outside of the final palace. But I could be wrong. I don't know how that worked. No. Alright, jerk. Ooh, plural. Ah, that's a problem. Okay, singular. It's so annoying when enemies in this kind of game just teleport on top of you. Dracula in the first Castlevania has a really bad habit of doing that. And the dude's friggin' huge, so there's a good chance that if he teleports on top of you, you're getting hit. Okay, that was kind of funny. I can accept that. That was less funny. I'm a little upset about that one. They really never get tired of those dabby jackal-looking things. Oh. Wow. I guess the thing that I didn't account for is that they totally do have complete dead ends. That's upsetting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember that thing where I said we weren't gonna make it to 6,000? After all of that half competence, I only had 3,000 experience. Oh well. It's a good thing that the palace where Zelda is doesn't just spontaneously combust as soon as we walk out of it. I know that technically that's the bosses being, or I guess the crystals being super load-bearing. Ugh. Fortunately, we can stop at the town. Okay. Lady, please provide us with chili. Thank you very much. Time to go. At least there's not some super complicated, obnoxious way to get to this dungeon. You have to have the boots, but other than that, you just go right. Which is nice. I would check if there were any friends. Also, we did waste 1,000 experience points from those free bags because those are like the extra lives in that they only show up once. Okay, well that could have been played better. I'll take it. Sure, whatever. Right. Do you have some magic? Gate. Like I said before, this is actually a pretty common thing in video games. A lot of sine wave pattern enemies will move such that they don't hit the player if you just keep walking in the direction, like, against the flow. Defeating these things is kind of like playing whack-a-mole. But yeah, the issue with that just keep walking theory is that usually those types of enemies are placed in such a way where you can't just keep walking. I still hate those rooms. Ooh. Take that, even though it's probably not going to be useful. Let's see. Right was the way with that dead-end passage that got us killed, right? Yes. So... yeah, a lot of sine-wavy enemies, like Medusa heads or those gargoyle heads, are placed with other enemies or around pits, such that they just will not allow you to continue walking forward uninterrupted. Come at me. I guess I'm really not doing a good job of giving you any incentive to come after me. Okay, fine. That was not even remotely worth it. I forgot that I still had jump active. Makes the whole jump and stabby thing a little less effective. It's like I'm gonna jump and poke you in the face because we're going to jump 10 miles above you. You know, we could just go back and forth until we level up from bubbles. There we go. I don't have a key, so I can't go that way. But, you know, at least I tried. You have magic? No. At least you don't have it. Okay. Fine. Cool. Can't believe that worked. Wow, only 50. Okay, just wanna take this slowly. I don't know quite how that worked. We'll deal with him in a minute. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, unfortunately for you, my good sir, you happen to be positioned at exactly the right height. I'm gonna just stab you through that chink in your armor. Repeat it. Surely an enemy that gives 200 experience doesn't respawn when you leave. Fair enough. I'm gonna say, oh no, it's escaped. We'll just... bye. We can go through that door now. Not a iron knuckle there to stab us in... Oh, crap. Bye. Well, the bad news is we didn't do it. The good news is now we can equip Shield. Imagine Link in Smash Bros. Based specifically on the Link in this game, and thus has, like, the same menu spellcasting gimmick as Hero, and no items. Oh. Well, that's not an effective strategy. I'm not actually sure how to hit you. I did it once. Okay, it's gotta be in the body. It's unfortunate, because you're really good at protecting that with your mace there. Ugh. Darn it. If I manage to hit one more stab... Oh well. The adventures of Leek continue. Fortunately, I know that this is one of the few enemies where a down stab isn't going to be remotely useful. Hooray! Okay, well... It might have been a better economical decision to try and get a level up and then place the crystal, but I really don't want to have to navigate back here. Because clearly the item is somewhere in that... Ugh, life is still 50. Jump is only 8, though. Anyway, clearly the item is somewhere in that middle portion that we skipped, because I went as far as I could to the left after I got through the elevators. So there's still that middle elevator that I skipped. Cool. That worked. But yeah, see, they're completely harmless when I'm just keeping walking. Now, if there were other enemies there, that would suck. And, side note, while it is possible to avoid those just by walking forward, never underestimate the value of psychic damage to a player. Now put them on a pit with a crumbling bridge over lava, and they're not necessarily going to take the time to notice the fact that if they just kept walking forward, they wouldn't get killed. Also, I'm not going to say this is going well. I am going to say healing spell. And I'm also going to just wait here for a minute. Let the dungeon play Tetris for a moment, and then we can get through just fine. And then we can get our hair set on fire. The mark of a true hero. Okay. Right is the way that kills us. Choose not to see those. Oh, interesting. That one respawned. That's not how the game is played. Do you have something shiny? Hello. Huh. Experience. Yeah. That'll work. What about to the right? Well, I don't particularly like that. The sad thing is, I think that this is the easiest way for me to get out. Fine. You know what? I'll accept it. There are more flame gremlins here. At this point, I really don't care to kill much of anything, just for the experience, because just like before, I don't really think that I'm going to make it to 8,000 experience without dying. Ah, there is a fake wall here. There's so much more of this dungeon. Can I please just have my item and leave? Like, seriously. Okay. That was a room. Sure. Does respawn? No. Okay. Sure. Thank you, game. Very cool. Guess we'll go down this way. Oh, good. I just have whatever shiny artifact this place is guarding. I've taken out your boss. Y'all can go home. I was afraid. Look, dude, just get way out of. I accept it. Hi there. Now that I can actually look at the chat. I don't particularly care that I just died. It is very easy for me to go check whether I got everything out of that dungeon or not. The one thing I'm not sure about is that the magical key exists in this game. And I don't want to do... I mean, full disclosure, I'm totally gonna look up a guide for the last dungeon, like I did for the first game. Because I just don't consider it to be worth my time not to. I have respect for the game design of the first two Zelda games. I also have respect for my time and sanity. Let's just go check. Does this dungeon still exist? If so, we've got a problem. It doesn't. Neat. Okay. So that flute that we got, you know, moments before we died. Oh, please let me. Okay, we're going back up to the town. Cool. Are you one of the... Okay, no. I guess purple is a common color palette for the NPCs of no real significance. But anyway, what I was going to say is that the flute is sort of like the Poke Flute in the early Pokemon games. I'm not going back to town again. At least I'm pretty sure it works like that. There we go. You have to press B for the flute, I guess. How do you feel about Lizalfos? Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that that would work. So these guys are the worst. Wow. That was a petty amount of leading your shot. These Lizalfos are really good at leading those rocks that they throw. Like, they're doing projectile calculus up there. getting through them gives us access to this part of the map. Which is cool, I guess. I don't think this bridge is physically possible. Whatever. Wow. That went hilariously poorly. Please just let me get a... Yep, and this is the ghost town. It's got ghosts in it. And by that I mean they're invisible enemies. Let's go. Well, that was unfortunate. You know what? They don't put walls on these bridges. Okay, fair enough. Playing the flute there gives us access to that final palace. Since, again, we know where the palace is, and since we only have one life left, I would rather wander around and find some other stuff. Lizalfos are not as efficient as Iron Knuckles are at actually shielding your attacks. Okay, they're not as efficient, but they're still pretty efficient. I really should have healed. Oh right, the Death Note Season 2 opening. Yeah, Book 3 of Fire Emblem Heroes takes a turn. Anyway, yeah, we've got to walk all the way back now. At least I know what button it is to use the flute now. You press A to hammer, and you press B to flute. Okay. We've successfully made it past the river Gremlin without getting curb stomped. Okay, if you could, like, not do that. Please? Thank goodness. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious just how good these things are at leading their shots. Like, Lizalfos are kind of a pain in Ocarina of Time, but they're really interesting to try to fight. Here it just feels like you're playing Gradius. Okay. Here we go. I think it's possible to stab those if you use, like, jump and up stabs. But I don't particularly want. Ooh. There's a swamp cave. It's a cave in a swamp. What could it be? How does it do? Greetings, Swamp Cave. Reveal your secrets. Oh, your secrets are angry. Take back your secrets. I don't want them. Alright then, keep your secrets. The real secret was the knowledge we learned along the way. Unfortunately, unless we do get to 8,000 experience before the end of Dungeon 6, experience is useless. You know, this is one instance where I think the bigger, scarier looking enemies are actually easier. Alright, Lizalfos, get stabbed. Oh, if that had very cooperated with me. Make me less dead, please. That is not helpful. I'm surprised that that went as well as it did. Oh, please. There we go. An interesting note. The hammer can actually clear out trees. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, nice. This is the hidden town of Kasuto. They had to flee. Sorry for stabbing you. They had to leave, the old town because it was, you know, overrun by ghosts and sadness. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize this was where the last magic container was. But I think we're just missing 2 heart containers and 2 spells. Unfortunately, both of those spells are absolutely required to finish the game. We should be able to get at least one of them in this town. Not in this one, though. I would ask for some chili, but I'm actually okay. Same to you. Go into the chimney here. Remember the magic word. We learned the best spell in the game, the spell. But What did the spell do? I don't remember. I know that it's important in a couple of places, and it is pretty much only useful in those couple of places. I'm fairly certain this is one of those couple of places. Yup. Would you look at that? Oh, that's where the magical key is. Well, I'm really glad we got that then. We're missing one item, and 2 heart containers, and a spell. Now, before I head out, I would like some... Off we go. I'm still very sure that there is a heart container somewhere out on the open sea. Heck if I know where. I don't need that. Haha! You fool. I say as though the enemy is a fool for providing me with something I don't need. Nope. Well, that's fortunate. Now, equally unfortunately, I'm fairly certain that was a fairy, that the spell is not what will reveal the enemies in Old Kasuto to us. Oh. Alright then. I'll take it. In that case, I doubt we're going to find another heart container along this coast. Hopefully that just means that I'm not crazy. I'm fairly certain those little scorpion things can only be hit when their eyes are open. Oh, cool. I would take that if I needed it. The color palette of this dungeon, and the texture, I guess, kind of remind me of the adamantite brick from Terraria. Which I suppose begs the question of, was the adamantite brick in Terraria inspired at all by this color palette? The answer to that may well be no, but it may also well be yes. That dev team is not shy about its fondness for early Zelda games. That's a shiny. Is there a more necessary one? Nope, those are just point bags. Oops, all experience. Okay. Well, now that we've picked up a couple of bags of experience that we're not going to actually get to make good use of. Here we go. Wow. Ooh, and whiz robes. So we're using reflect here. Wow. Alright, whiz robes. Come on. I will say those are highly unfortunate designs for the whiz robes. I'm fairly certain that they did change those designs for the... Long live King. I suppose I deserved that. Oh, crap. Turns out the king did in fact live long. Look, can I just have my level up juice and go? This... Actually, you know what? I bet that the game replaces keys with experience points after you get the magical key. That seems like something an NES game would do about that. Oh dear. That's unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, I promise there's a method to my madness. Not that. There we go. A little upset I don't one-shot those. Not gonna lie. The magical key actually is completely optional. Oh. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Forgot you showed up again. The good news is that since this is a legally registered boss fight, he won't show up again after this. It would have been a little funny if they put him in the next room, too. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, actually. Okay. Well, now we know. With bubbles. Oh, please. Okay. Okay. Somehow we're not dead. Goes all the way back up. Try this once more, shall we? I'm gonna take that. Just be safe. The boss was. Okay. Right here. Absolutely must turn into a fairy mid-fall and make it into that. Oh. Oh, and this is just the boss. Well, for any fans of Ocarina of Time, here's Volvagia. It is not an easy fight. Partially by virtue of being the only boss fight in the game where there are bottomless pits in the room. The pattern is fortunately pretty simple. It'll rise up from one of these locations, shoot some fire at us, and then go back down. Unfortunately, it's only vulnerable, like, right in the face/neck area. You know, the upper neck. I don't know why it's showing up on the right so much. I'm okay with it, mind. Of course. So, best bets are usually either... No! Ah, that sucks. Oh well. We have reached the part of the game where it is mildly obnoxious to get back to where we were, by the way. In case that part wasn't clear. Hope you really like this specific pathway. While I'm just kinda vibing, I guess, I'm gonna Google how not to get just attacked by Tektites on the way to the palace. Pardon me, madam. Chill, please, thank you. Oh. I wasn't crazy. Beautiful. Okay. Now that we've got that. Thank you, Fire Emblem, very cool. Oh, you jerk. Boop, boop. Oof. Yeah, it's very possible to avoid the rocks, but it's such a pain, especially when there is a Lizalfos on the ground with you. Or a Dodongo. I don't know why. I just got a mental image of the Lizalfos kind of keeping those Dodongos as pets. Like the Lizalfos equivalent of dogs. No, because every lizard family needs a fire-breathing guard dog. For when the enemies of the Lord of Evil come knocking. I don't actually want to do that. I think it's safer to walk through the forest. Unfortunately, we can't just walk over the water here, because the boots only work at very specific places for no particular reason. I don't know, maybe the molecular density of the water over there isn't quite right or something? I don't know, I'm not a scientist. You know, a magic boot maker. There we go. Okay. So we have a rough idea of where the boss is. Ah, that moves faster than I thought it did. Okay, I want to go across here. Oh, sweet. Oh, darn it. There we go. Right. Trying to downstab on whiz robes is a bad idea. Ooh, it does not like the bubble being up there. Okay. Just see. Right, that didn't go away fast enough. Oh. Well, fair enough. My brain says that I watched a Let's Play of Zelda 2 fairly recently. The rest of my brain says fairly recently to me is anytime since about, like, September of 2018. Yes. Okay, so that's where that goes. I did it again. It is right after the third one, where the ground says, what if I didn't? And I say, but could you though? Ground's like, nah. Well, at least that Wizrobe dropped it. Magic potion? Right, coward. Blammo. Now, even if I keep screwing that up, I don't have to deal with those enemies. Haha! I've planned for my own failure. That pit is larger than that. Perhaps I should just use Fairy to fly across the room. Though, I have a sneaking suspicion I know what will happen if I attempt that. I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, well that wasn't part of what I thought was gonna happen. That was. The pit is right here. I guess I can check that much. So I'll need the jump spell to clear it. But like this. About 3 bricks past the third statue. Okay, fair enough, the root. Statue, 2 statue, 3 statue. Except that one fell through. Research, punk. I can't believe they threw this guy in this dungeon twice. Just as mid-bosses. Dude doesn't actually matter. He's just here. I really said, yeah, Brad, you can show up to the dungeon. Sure, just... yeah, can you just stay in this hallway? Fortunately, we have acquired the power of Christ. You know, shout out to the fact that Link was Christian in the OG Zelda games. And Nintendo of America was like, what if we made our own religion? You could make a religion out of this. And they did. Well, this is awkward. Uh-oh. Huh. Well. Guess I'll die. Legitimately don't think I have another option. It's a shame, too. That was going so well. Oh well. That cross was the last item we needed. And it is that cross which allows us to see the enemies in the town there. So the only other thing we really need to do is get back to Volvagia and actually win. Uno reverse card is my favorite spell. Give them the old "you just activated my trap" card. They're like, you're not even, that's not even the game we're playing. Look. This doesn't end well for either of us. Any chance that... I didn't think so. Nothing of consequence in here. Is this way. Bye. No, no, no. I really don't care what happens to me in this life. I want to make it to Volvagia before I die again. Unfortunately, unless I'm missing something significant, that's not gonna happen, because I need the magic to cast Fairy. Ooh. Unless one of these enemies drops me magic. Thank goodness, okay. I was very slightly worried. Unfortunately, we can't get through here. And we also can't get to there without Fairy. So my options are die or conveniently get a magic drop. Oh, well, would you look at that? I'm gonna use life so I don't die anyway. I'm also going to use Reflect because I'll still have plenty of magic to use Fairy, and I really don't want to have to fight these things again. Well, I've already used Reflect, so I'd better take these out. Okay. Now we can go back up. I don't know why I just pressed up to jump. I mean, partially I was rubbing my shoulder, So my hand was not on the A button. But up did not help me. I don't have any idea if there's anything over here. Farewell, Stelphos. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's fair. What sucks about this boss fight is that it does take so long to get here. Like, obviously, this isn't a Dungeon 1 boss. Oops. But I feel like bottomless pits in a boss fight would be more acceptable if you didn't have to walk halfway across the world to get back here and then navigate through the dungeon, only to get to the boss fight and realize that the single mistake will spell your doom and you're going to have to do that all over again. Isn't this fun? Hey everybody, let's walk across the freaking world again! I love video games. Get out of my way. You are insignificant to me. Okay. The good news is, since we have the cross, not only do we not have to go through the majority of that dungeon again, but we can actually go to Old Kasuto. I think it actually is properly pronounced Kasuto. We can go to Old Spook Town, and we'll actually be able to see stuff. And there, we can get one more spell that we're gonna need to beat the game. That went as well as it possibly could have. Here, let's play a song. How do y'all feel about rocks? These Lizalfos feel very positively about rocks. I was going to make a Rocky joke, but I've never actually seen the movies, and I do not know who plays Rocky. My greatest exposure to those movies exists solely in the form of UHF making a parody of a Rocky movie. Or like one extended fantasy sequence dream thing. And the fact that Proton John uses an edited version of it as his raid response. Okay. We are through the woods. Gone over the river. Oh, grandmother's house, I guess. No. You can't make me walk across this bridge. It's gonna cost a crap ton of magic to do this. But there's a magic refill at the start of that palace. Hey look, it's these enemies. Now we can stab them. Oh there. Most powerful magic is the Thunder Spell, which costs a whopping 4 bars of magic to use. It is required in exactly 1 location. I'm fairly certain there's not a place to heal in this. It would surprise me if there was, actually. But since I'm here, I want to give it a look over. I don't really understand how the movement of these enemies works. It is more possible to avoid them when you can see them. That much is true. Well, that was fun. We don't have enough to use fairy. That's okay. We're dead now. Now, can we go from here to Volvagia without dying? That's the question. And we're gonna find out. Step 1, get in the palace. Hooray! Gah! Step 2, try again. Fine. Step 2, the palace hates you. Restart. Fortunately, we never have to go to Old Kasato again. Pardon me? Well... Yo. hate that room. The worst room. Not go quite so far as to say it's the worst room in the game, but it is one of the worst rooms that I must go through on the way to boss. Okay. Berry. Now I just have to avoid bubbles. Easier said than done. Not help when I don't avoid the things on this. There's no reason for me to collect that. Why did I bother? Okay. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. We actually should be able to get to Volvagia without dying. Unfortunately, if we did all of those things together and also got the, if we did all of those things together and also got the magic refill when we entered the palace, we would probably be able to get here with all 3 of our lives intact. Yeah, that's par for the course. It really is safer to just avoid. Okay, or I could just walk into the lava like an idiot. That's an option. Okay. Remember how I said this game doesn't show mercy? I'm pretty sure that it doesn't know what the concept is. If you showed this game the entry for mercy in the dictionary, I'd be like, that's a made-up word. You made that up. Back in my day, we had to pad out the games to be at least 20 hours long, simply by virtue of murdering you repeatedly. Tried and true difficulty. Hello, River Gremlin. We stand to gain nothing by staying here. Oof. Okay. Things are going okay. That sucks, but it's fine. The other thing... like, it's great that some of these areas, like the Maze Island or here, you cannot randomly encounter enemies. However, if you could, you'd be able to skip past some of those wall get rocks thrown at you segments. Excellent, thank you. Because again, I've mentioned this before, I don't remember whether I've properly demonstrated it, but if you start a battle on a tile that should be an event, the battle will override the event. So you can use that to skip past some of the scripted event areas in the game. But enemies don't spawn when you're on road tiles. So no enemies will show up, so you can't skip those. You could theoretically probably skip the first one, just by... Those still do a lot of damage. You could probably skip the first one if you got an enemy on your tail while you... like, when you passed the river demon thing. Yep, no reason to fight you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Merry Christmas. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay. We're getting to Volvagia with a maximum of 2 opportunities now. Okay. Getting to Volvagia with a maximum of 1 opportunity now. Because I've forgotten how to navigate this route. That was just spiteful. Ooh. Okay. Investigate that in a minute. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Hopefully I'll run into a ferry on the way over there so I don't have to stop in a town. That counted as the enemy. I know that I have the ability to defeat Volvagia. I know I can do it. I've done it before. I'm fairly certain I've beaten Volvagia without a save state. I could say Volvagia is not that hard, but as I said, the difficulty with Volvagia comes from the bottomless pits. And the incredible weight of the path to get there. Okay, fair enough. Okay. There we go. Got through one with minimal damage. Ugh. Okay, if I'd slowed down there, that last one wouldn't have hit. I'm not sure whether all of those Lizalfos count as individual enemies. I'm not 100% sure. Would have been nice to get one of those fairies instead of this, but this is fine. Either way, I find it hard to believe that trying to fight those rock-throwing Lizalfos would be even vaguely worth the effort. Compared to just leaving. Magic? Darn it. Oh well. We're doing okay. This is not quite optimal, but it's close. Downstab's a much better way to take that out. See ya! Okay. Oof. Here we are again. Okay. Okay, that was on me. But it does just suck. Come on. No! Ugh. Okay. This might be the part where I start employing save states. Simply because I know that it isn't fun to walk all this way again. I know that for a fact, because I've done it like 6 times at this point. It's not fun. We don't accomplish anything on the way here. Other than occasionally getting hit a little bit, we're getting hit a little bit less. And I can't imagine that it's terribly fun to watch me repeatedly getting hit by stuff on the way back to the thing that keeps killing me. Okay, shouldn't have jumped there. That was just too many sprites. Hard to avoid what you can't see. But yeah, it will make the game over counter inaccurate, but I think I'm just gonna make a save state when I get to... Oh, please, please, one of those. Thank goodness. Anyway, they say when I get to the palace. Hopefully, that will be fully prepared. Optimally equipped to enter. I'm not gonna make progressive save states as I'm trying to get through the palace. If this goes on long enough, I might make a save state outside of Volvagia's room. But I imagine everyone else is as tired of this as I am. So this is the way we're gonna do things. Because Okay, I got up too quick. Interesting. The Reflect actually does allow you to block those maces. That's good to know. Yeah, I had a feeling I was getting... That's the other thing. With Volvagia, health really doesn't usually... Bye. We're out again. Because... Well, that's annoying. I feel better having a save state there now, because I know I won't have to walk all the way back. Probably prepare like a tally for game overs that the file doesn't know about. Okay, so that's one. Should always be a potion, since I stated. Farewell. Okay. Just need to land on this platform. It's a little disheartening that I made it through this room without dying several times. Part of it is definitely just that I'm getting impatient. Impatience rarely leads to playing well. No, if I hadn't jumped, I might have been able to stay on the platform. Part of me's like, just make a save state after you get to that room. But, again, I don't want to just progressively save state through. Hopefully, it is rude, understandable for me to do so in this instance. Since it's pathway to boss, full of bottomless pits, and then the boss has bottomless pits too. Ooh. Okay. We're in business now. Let's see. Stoffos. Plus the eye thing drop fire. Here's mixtape. Okay. Blue Stealth wasn't here, but its existence does not matter. I'm legitimately not sure why it's here. Okay. Hey there, Volvagia. Better make a charitable donation to the Church of Saros. Video games. Oh, I'm a little upset, but I'm not that upset. Oh, thank you, game, for being merciful. That is acceptable. Okay. We've still got 10 minutes left. You're now max level. Oof. Okay. So the fact is that, well, now we really don't. So the path to the final palace is down this way. Why are you here? Now, the fun thing is that enemies can spawn on this lava substance. Unfortunately, there is no good place to heal when we're close to that area. Now, the best places we could go to heal would either be the town just past the raft, where we've been stopping to heal, or all the way to New Kasuto. It is a popular strategy to round up all the extra lives now. because if we get to the final dungeon, there is a checkpoint there. If we get a game over, we restart at the beginning of the final dungeon, which is the most generous thing that this video game ever does. So it is a strategy to just round up all the lives and get going. Try to get there. Because then we never need to come back. And there's really no reason to come back. Problem is, if you use up all those lives trying to get there and you don't, you're screwed, because you don't have those extra lives. So, whoops. What I would be tempted to do is collect all the lives and create a save state. Like, at the start of that area. We have as much chance as we can to get to the palace. Naturally, if I was going to find all the lives, I'd need to look them up. I know where 2 of them are. I'm fairly certain there are more. I think, thinking about it now, I'm probably just going to end the stream here. Get a quick game over so I can save. Because I'm pretty sure that there's no... Or... Maybe what I'll do is give it one more attempt. Just see if I can get there. I don't think it's gonna work, but that doesn't mean it won't. And that certainly doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Because where would the fun be in that? The unfortunate thing is that I really need to use the restroom, but it would be very silly to take a bathroom break when I'm going to end the stream here in a few minutes. Whoever said Tektites could be a little blobby enemy was wrong. Okay, Orange Lizalfos down. I wouldn't say this is going particularly well. I wouldn't say it's going horrendously, but it's not going particularly well. If it's not clear, I don't like this part. I think I've made that fairly clear. Wow, they were just ready. They do. These blue things drain experience. Fortunately, we don't need it. I don't remember whether... I think that... Oops. Getting up all the way to 9,000 experience is just a full heal. Now we should be good to get out of here. Of course, there's another one right by the end. So this is the thing that sucks. This whole area is full of obnoxious, difficult to predict enemies. So, it is definitely, in a lot of cases, easier to just do the event skip thing. That requires the enemies to work with you. And it wastes all the more time if you screw it up. Okay, I think we got it there. Not that it'll do us much good. Okay, well, we don't even get to see. So anyway, hopefully, we'll be back to Mother 3 this weekend. So in that case, we'll be finishing this up next week. I might do an extra stream on Monday, depending on how I'm feeling. Since it's President's Day, I've got the day off, and I have really been feeling like playing Zelda a lot. Hence, you know, playing Zelda a fair bit. So anyway, we'll see how things go in the next week, but we should, especially if I do start to allow save states, or we should be able to finish this game next stream. And we'll see. So, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for bearing with me, getting a little bit frustrated, not too bad. I've gotten fairly good about not getting seriously frustrated with stuff, or at least with games. But, anyway. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good night. Bye, everyone.